I would like to welcome you here today and thank you for coming to listen to this presentation. This presentation is mainly focused on comparing Islam and Hinduism and basically contrasting certain things in these two religions. And first of all, we have to start off by actually talking about each religion individually. So to start off with Islam, so I'm going to make a Venn diagram on the board. Where we have Islam on one side right here. And that's what we're going to start off with. So the main concept, the first thing we have to know about Islam is that in Islam, everyone believes in one God. So this is one main focus of Islam, is that its main belief is in one God and only one God. Now Islam is the second largest religion in the world after Christianity, so we can put that down also, second largest. And when it comes to followers, it's got followers all over the world from all different countries, all different nations, different continents. So we're gonna put here that followers from a global community. Okay, so that's a brief introduction to what Islam is. We'll go even deeper into what Islam is when we start comparing it with Hinduism. Now when we talk about Hinduism, so let's compare it one by one with the things we wrote for Islam. So instead of one God, in Hinduism they believe in certain gods and they believe in other gods that other religions have. So basically Hinduism believes in all other religions. It's a combination of all other religions believing in all the other gods that other religions have. So here we're going to write multiple gods. To the second point, where Islam is the second largest religion, Hinduism is the third largest religion. So it's just behind Islam and Christianity. So that's another point we're going to put right here, third largest. When it comes to where Hinduism is mainly practiced, it's also a pretty global religion, but it's mainly focused in countries in southern Asia. These countries include mainly India and Bangladesh. So here we're going to put that the main focus of the religion is southern Asia. So as you see, we drew a Venn diagram to kind of distinguish some certain points between these two religions. But what do we have in common between these two religions? And this is what I'm going to discuss. I took into account one aspect that these two religions have in common, and this is what we want to explain in this presentation. And basically the concept that I will be talking about is family. Family is a big part of Islam and Hinduism. So right here we're going to have family. So to start off with, Islam. How important is family in Islam? In Islam, God has always tried to explain to the people how important Islam is. And this is given in a lot of examples from the Quran, which is the holy book of Islam. So in the holy book of Islam, God keeps mentioning how important parents are, especially the mother and the father of a certain person. And there's a certain saying in Islam where a man goes to the Prophet Muhammad, which is the main prophet in Islam. A man goes to the Prophet and asks him, who is the most important person in a human's life? And the Prophet says, your mom is the most important person. And he asks him, who's the second most important person in your life? And again he says, your mom is the second important person in your life. And again he asks him, who's the third most important person in my life? And again the Prophet says, your mother is the third person. So he mentions the guy's mother 3 times, which stresses on how important mother is in Islam. And then finally he says, and what about my dad? How important is my dad to me? And the Prophet says, he's the 4th important person in your life. So the mother is given credit 3 times more than the dad in Islam, which is a key thing to remember, because Islam stresses on the idea that the mom is the one that goes through the trouble of holding the child, keeping the child, and she's the one that gives the child life, basically. So she is given more credit than the father in Islam. When it comes to Hinduism, when we're talking about the mother and the father, in Hinduism they're given equal recognition. So basically, mother and father are equal in the family. There's absolutely no